Hi guys, welcome to a new series, which is my podcast. We are doing the first game on Sound Parable 2. It is an actual game, it's just a game in a game. Anyway, let's try this out.
This is the story of a...
So, what I want to tell you was that firstly, what happened
All of his co-workers were
was
gone. What could it mean?
what had happened.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This
Perhaps he had
is
simply
gonna be
met the
about
confusion and the
the
chaos
old
all seemed to melt away as Stanley
So
embraced
what
the
I
bucket.
had planned for one series
Stanley clutched
was
the bucket
shaping.
tightly to his... This was
The
not
first
correct
episode
way
was
to the
meant to be
meeting room,
well
but
different.
Stanley had felt the bucket
It
calling
was meant
to him,
to have
telling him that the
Time
employee
Clock Man
lounge
in it.
was
He
simply
doesn't
the
appear
place
to
to
episode
be.
3 now.
And here it was.
Titan
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
It was meant to have
No,
large
never mind. The bucket
Clock
was
Man,
wrong.
who doesn't appear to
Stanley
episode
took
2.
the door on his left
It's meant
to
to
go
have
back
lots
to the
of
meeting
people.
room.
No,
Said the
And
bucket.
these people,
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift
And
all the way to the top. There's something
and
up
there
there I
was
need
a
you to
lot of
do.
storylines for
Stanley did not
Shapen
question why or how
Well,
this
meant
bucket was speaking to him.
to be
It should have
storylines.
alarmed him, of course,
Like for the
because
newest
buckets can't
episode,
talk.
they
But
weren't
Stanley
meant to
chose
be
not
parts.
to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
And
What if the
basically,
problem is that you actually
there was-
don't know
and
what is a
basically,
bucket and what isn't
what
a
was meant to
bucket?
happen
I suppose that would
in
explain a lot
a
about your
couple
behaviour up to
episodes
this point. Which,
of
if
Shapen.
that's true,
This is
well,
only
my
our
goodness,
first
I think we have to do
subject
something
for
about
today.
it. This
And we're only
misunderstanding could
we're
have
only
dire
explaining the
consequences
start
on
of
the
the series, like
entire
Shapen
rest of the
Universe,
game
normal
if not
Shapen.
addressed quickly and properly.
So Shapen Universe.
So much of the impact of
What was
the
meant to
story is
happen was
dependent on your
there was meant
understanding
to
of what
be-
is and isn't
There was
a
meant
bucket.
to be
Please,
something
step in here for a moment.
that happened was with. There was meant to be something that happened was. And that was basically. So I was in my lab building robots.
Now then,
And then also
I'm going to run you through some test
Astro
scenarios,
Beams come
and
out
you'll tell me
and
whether
start
or not the thing I'm
fighting.
showing
I
you
start
is a
fighting, but then
bucket.
get bit by a
Simple
zombie
enough, right?
again.
This should tell us everything
One sec,
we'll
guys.
ever need to know
One sec.
about what
One
is
sec.
or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Okay, don't worry about that. That's just someone being loud outside my
Incorrect.
house.
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Yeah, they're probably just screaming their sons now. Okay? I just muted it
Item
because I
2.
knew
Is this
there was
a
going
bucket?
to probably become an argument.
Incorrect.
What the?
It is a 3D
Okay,
printed
I know.
recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What was going to happen was I was going to get bit by a zombie again, and I was going
Item
to start
3.
transforming,
Is this a bucket?
and it was going to be
Correct.
menacing.
This is a bucket.
Be transforming. My arm will pop. My arm would have turned
Item
into
4. Is this a
a
bucket?
monster arm, and I was actually meant to have a much
Are you
bigger
hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's
I
an
was meant to have a
enormous
much
machine that tills
bigger
the earth. I thought
fight
this was a
with
gimmick.
Clone Ricky
How on earth
in
did you
part
manage to
2.
screw it up? Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, there was meant to be lots. Now let's
just
go on to
move on to the next
Horror
one.
Bluey. At the end of this video, by the way, I will be telling you guys when the next Horror Bluey release date
Is
is,
this a
and why
bucket?
Horror Thomas is delayed.
Correct.
Okay,
This is a bucket.
so stick around for that. And also we have our own Q&A time
Item 6.
next.
Is this a bucket?
Next one of these. So.
Trick question. Both.
So,
Gotcha.
comment in the comment section below any questions you have for me.
Item.
Anyway,
Wait,
time.
hold on. I can't find the
Horror
next one.
Bluey.
Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
So, Horror Bluey, episode 1 was meant to everything was meant to be the same, except it's one part.
Okay, you and
where
I both know there isn't anything here.
where
And I don't
basically,
appreciate
so
the implication that nothing is
there
a
was meant to
bucket
be
when
another
we
part
both
where
clearly
at the
know that a
end,
bucket
instead
is
of Max
something,
3
and
getting
therefore
blown up,
nothing could possibly be
the
something.
mum was meant to
Unless, in your
try and
twisted
kill
mind,
everyone.
you somehow
And
convinced
if you look
yourself
at
that
my
a
old
bucket
character
is
designs,
nothing.
she was meant to
Answer me
rip
straight,
Louis'
Stanley.
arm off.
Do you
We can go
believe
with
that
meant to go
nothing is a
crazy.
bucket?
Lots of other stuff was meant to happen. It was going to be savage, but I just thought there
You know
was
what?
going to be
I'm too
too.
confused to even
I
sort it
thought
out.
it was going to be
I've
too
lost
violent
all
for
sense of
people.
perspective.
So
What is a bucket?
So I
What
didn't
isn't a
put that
bucket?
in.
Mere moments ago I could answer these
Anyway, for
questions
my
with
next
confidence. And yet now I'm
this
somewhat
will
adrift.
be.
Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Five Nights at Five Broken Nights at Freddy's. Yes, I am making a remastered version. So when the remastered version comes out,
gone? Why did everything
will be changed.
Was everything a bucket?
So,
Every single
yes,
thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything changes.
God, I had no idea.
So yes, there was meant to be much different storyline.
I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're
so
still here. You're not a bucket
in the first episode,
there
was meant to be a big fight against the.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Something else happened that wasn't.
Tell you what. I'll
when they were meant to
everything.
fight,
We'll put
which
back
is
all
going to
of
be
the buckets,
in
okay?
remastered.
And we'll know that it's
where the
all
glamour
a bucket.
puts
But if you
So
run into
there will
anyone
be-
else, maybe don't mention
So this is
that.
now a series,
Who
my
knows what that
podcast.
information
Each
might
episode
do to
will
a
be
person.
10 minutes long.
All right, here we go.
It doesn't get too long. So anyway, I'm quickly going to go get Travis C. Harris, and I'm going to go get him to ask me some questions for our first episode's Q&A. At the last 3 or 7 minutes of the Q&A time. So let me go get him. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I have Travis C. Harris. Yeah, we just need to. So, Travis C. Harris is going to have a little chat with you. And when I do go do.
So, guys, a little mid-fight advertisement through the podcast. You bored of waiting around in a Maxy Booby 2 video? I know you are. Go over to Travis C. Harris and watch our quick shorts. 3 minutes or 1 dash shorts. While you're waiting for Maxy Booby 2 to come back, watch Travel with C. Harris shorts.
Hello, guys, I'm back. So, time for our Q&A time. Yes, do go watch Travis C. Harris, because he is in our video, and he's volunteering to be in our video. So we're going to have Travis. So yeah, go watch Travis C. Harris video and subscribe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see Travis C. Harris ask our first question. By the way, let me just tell you something, Travis C. Harris. I did say Horror Thomas and Horror Bluey episode 2 release date is coming at the end of the video. So those two are questions you can't ask.
With the bucket in his arms again,
What happened to your regular Rambo video?
Okay, so listen, we didn't get enough recording
This was not
for our video, and it was
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes, I might. And we actually
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
I'm going to go back to Billund, so that's something you can see.
The bucket was wrong.
Go back
Why are
to
you
Billund.
going
Stanley
back
took
to
the
Billund?
door on his
It's
left
like
to
a
go
little
back to the
Christmas tree.
meeting room.
Okay, next question.
Yes.
No.
I've only
Said
got
the
10
bucket.
minutes for this, by the way.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Okay with
The
that.
cargo lift, yes. Good.
When is your
said the
next
bucket.
favourite tower
Now
defense
ride the lift
video?
all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
Have you
asked.
seen my videos? I've played those games before, and finally, when I played Roblox one, I died.
In here,
said the bucket.
go into this dark room over
Give
here.
it another attempt, are
Stanley once again
Yes, I am
obeyed
going to
blindly.
upload that video though. And also, guys, I actually made some chaos in Squid Game. Because I found the game where I am
Now pick up the
where
phone.
I can control Squid Game. So anyway,
Have you ever thought about
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley
videos? Have you
and
ever
his
thought
bucket.
about filming plane
Once upon a
journeys
time,
for
I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was
I
lonely
might.
and could use a friend.
film some
And then,
plane
very
journeys.
distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
I know this is a very random question, because I was just looking at something and this is the first question I thought of. What is your favourite fast food place?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him
Okay,
is just
next
in his
question.
head.
Are you thinking about adding translated subtitles to your
Lately,
video?
I've been concerned
No.
about him. Wouldn't you
on
be
the bottom of
concerned
your
as well?
videos.
To see him delusional like this,
So that you're a
obsessing over an
YouTuber from
inanimate
many
metal object?
countries.
I want to say something to him, but
Yes,
I don't know
I
how
might
I can
start
convince
making
him. I don't
some
know
other
if he'll
language
listen to me.
stuff, but that will be in a long time because I don't really know French. So.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's
Okay,
just a
another
bucket.
question.
It can't think. It can't
Yes.
talk. All it will ever truly
When is
do
your
for you
next
is
FNAF
effectively transfer
video
a
coming
liquid
out?
from
The
one
FNAF
location
shorts.
to a different location.
Yes,
That's
I've
it.
run out of FNAF
It
models.
doesn't do
I am trying
anything
to
else.
think about stuff to make, but I still need to make.
You see, he's not
So
listening.
still need
He's
to
still
make
taking
the layout.
orders from the
He's
bucket.
struggling.
You know, once
Yes,
upon a
but
time it
because
was me
I
he took
have
orders
been
from.
struggling,
Me
I'm gonna
he
start
trusted and
making
listened to.
my
Now
new
all he
video-
cares
newer
about is
videos
his
into
awful
shorts.
bucket. This stupid hunk
and
of
some
metal.
old videos into shorts. Okay.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me
sorry.
anymore.
Yes.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this
Maxy
bucket,
too.
this cold, empty
I just want to
bucket,
talk
this
about something
sort of
very
shiny
quickly.
bucket.
So I was
Well, I'll
looking
give
on
it
your
this.
channel
The bucket does have a
earlier,
nice shine to it.
and I found out your most viewed videos got on the Bam Bam. When do you know it's got on the Bam Bam coming out?
Yes,
Oh,
I
we've
suppose
actually
on closer
got the
inspection
Bad Bad,
that it doesn't
but
quite
I'm
look like your
actually going to
average
help
hardware
you
store
about the Bad
bucket.
Bad, so yeah.
It's just a little more,
It's always helped me.
what am I trying to say? Sturdier,
They help me, it's coming
more
out.
capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount
have
of
you
water
ever
from one room
considered
to another.
Changing your content.
No, but I may have another
Oh my God,
little
what
series for changing
better at
that
carrying
content.
water from room to room. It's a
What
bucket.
is,
It's literally just a bucket.
Your
Why do I
opinion
feel some
on
need to point out the
transport?
ways in which it's so
Yeah, of
much
course,
more
better.
than just a regular
Anyway, last
bucket?
question before I say the release date for some stuff, okay?
No,
Last question.
I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with
What
the
is it?
bucket? Hear what the
What?
bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
Oh,
What's
sure,
wrong with me?
sorry.
I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing.
So
Yes.
let me just tell
The
you the
bucket
release
could tell
date.
me what to do
So the
in
reason
this
why Thomas
troublesome
is
situation.
delayed is because
Stanley, give
I've
me
been
the
having
bucket.
too much
Give it
trouble
to me.
with the
Give me
FNAF
the
shorts. I've
bucket,
been trying
Stanley.
to get that
I
out.
need it. Give it to me now. Give it.
Oh yeah, what are these FNAF shorts about? Oh yeah, not the FNAF shorts. I mean, is it true that you'll be making shape bin shorts? I've heard a rumour.
Yes, I am gonna actually start transferring shape bin into shorts. I do need to
All of
start
his co-workers were
making
gone.
private
What did it
videos
mean?
though.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
they
room.
have to be
Stanley
short
picked
videos
up the
to make
bucket
it,
and
okay?
smiled. He'd
and
never
then
be
I need
alone
my
again.
phone,
Not
so
truly alone.
don't worry.
Not with
They
the
will be,
bucket
segment
around.
will start being made into
Stanley
shorts.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was
Thank
not
you
the
Bob
correct
for
way to the meeting room.
participating in the
But
Q&A.
Stanley had felt
And
the
one
bucket
final
calling
thing
to
to
him,
say.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place
One
to
final
be.
thing to say from me. Go and subscribe to my channel, please.
Straight ahead to the opposite door.
So anyway, yes,
Oh,
the
good, Stanley. I'm
horribly
glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic.